what are these desert detention centers that the government is rounding people into? It's funny because at the beginning, Israeli people, like most people in the world, want to have a positive self-image. They want to think of themselves as good people. So they couldn't allow themselves to imagine that this was a horrible place. So the government pitched this to the population as some kind of country club, with recreational facilities and with educational facilities. I mean, like, you wanted to go there. It sounded so good the way they made it sound. Of course, it's horrible, as you can imagine. It's in the middle of the desert on the border with Egypt. It's surrounded by nothing except a firing range. They've got nowhere to go and nothing to do. They're crammed into these trailers with no heating in the middle of the winter. There's no insulation, nothing. They don't even have hot water half the time. Food, if you can call it that. Often they miss meals. I don't know what this pink goop is supposed to be. It's certainly not food by any stretch of the imagination. No nutritional content, no fruits, no vegetables, nothing. No educational, no recreational. There aren't even medical services there. How negligent can you get? I mean, a country that supposedly can send, delegations to Haiti and to all these other places in the world where they suffer from natural disasters, it can't even murderers and rapists deserve medical attention. Here, they don't even provide medical attention. NGOs like Physicians for Human Rights have to come in on the weekends and open up clinics on the ground outside these detention centers. That's how pathetic it is there. And probably the most insulting aspect of all is this sign that they put up, the Office of Employment, employment for the society. I couldn't imagine a more Orwellian sign at the entrance to a detention center. This is the only thing they've left for us to be reminded of. Arbeit macht frei, the entrance to Auschwitz. Now, are you offended that I would make such a comparison, that I would dare compare these detention centers to concentration camps? Well, you damn well should be offended. And you should direct your anger and your rage to the Israeli government, who isn't even embarrassed to use these words. They know no one's looking, they know no one cares. So even in that official government report that I described earlier, released in March 2013, look it up yourself, it's online, in the Hebrew, I've translated it here for your benefit. It calls for the concentration of Africans. Open up any Hebrew English dictionary in the world, and you will find that the word rikuz is translated as concentration, and a machane rikuz is a concentration camp. Okay? Now don't get it twisted. I didn't say death camp. I don't think there's any firing squads or crematoria or gas chambers or anything like that. Nothing like that. But it is a concentration camp. Okay? A concentration camp is a place where people are forced to live under harsh conditions because of their political opinions or because of their ethnic affiliation. And that's what's happening to these Africans because they're non-white, non-Jews, and no other reason. Concentration camps existed long before Nazi Germany. United States opened up and rounded Cherokee Indians into concentration camps as far back as the 1830s, and many nations since then. And after World War II, many countries opened up concentration camps. Sadly, many countries have done this well before and well after World War II. Okay? And that is what's happening today in Israel. Even the president of Eritrea, this despicable man who's responsible for thousands of his own countrymen fleeing every month, even he is called these detention centers, concentration camps. And frankly, he's not the only president to do so, because this man, Reuven Rivlin, member of Knesset, former Speaker of the Knesset, and currently the leading candidate to be the next president of Israel, publicly called these detention centers concentration camps. Okay? So take it up with them if you're offended.